Former Obama Homeland Security Secretary Jay Johnson defended Harris's handling of the border. Roll it.
She assumed the role that Vice President Biden had during the Obama administration, which is diplomacy with Central America. That is a role he had. He gave it to her. She is not the border czar. To the extent there's anybody who's a border czar, it's the Secretary of Homeland Security.
It's kind of a definitional thing, isn't it? Senator Marsha Blackburn makes a welcome return to Varney Co this morning. Senator, Johnson claims that Harris was never named border czar. I'm inclined to say, so what? What's your response?
My response is, Stuart, that on March 24th, 2021, Joe Biden named Kamala Harris the czar by saying she was handling the border for the administration. So, yes, she was put in charge of that border. On her watch, you have had 10 million illegal aliens come into this country. Now, Kamala Harris wants to give them the right to vote, and she wants to give them a path to citizenship. The American people know that the Biden-Harris administration, their border policy was an open border, and they are living the effects of this in their communities every single day. They see the fentanyl deaths, the crime, the gangs, the human trafficking, the sex trafficking. Every town's a border town, every state a border state, because of Kamala Harris not actually getting that border closed.
Senator, you've missed something out, if I may say so. In California, illegal migrants get free health care across the board. Kamala Harris will extend that nationally. You can't afford anything like that, and it's immoral to boot. What do you think?
Well, look at the fact that we can't make certain that our veterans get health care, and you have the caseworkers at the VA that are taking their time away from veterans in order to schedule health care for people that have illegally come in the country. But of course, we know Kamala Harris has supported doing away with private health insurance and having the federal government as the only provider of health care for the American people. There again, that is something the American people do not want. And Stuart, you're right. California can't afford that. The United States can't afford free health care for all.
I'm going to change the subject for a moment because this is important. The Secret Service is encouraging Trump to not hold large outdoor rallies anymore. That seems to be a restriction on Trump's campaigning style, isn't it?
It would be a restriction. And of course, we're grateful for the rank and file Secret Service that jumped in to protect the president on July 13th. And we know that the Secret Service needs to find a way to protect not only President Trump, but also the current president, vice president, and the other living former presidents. The Secret Service needs to find a way to do their job, and to do it when these individuals are outside of buildings, and not put the constraints on them on where they can go. So it's the Secret Service that we've got to dig into what happened on July 13th, get to the bottom of this, see what the advanced planning was, see what the operational plan the day of was. I'm pleased that we saw the resignation of Director Cheadle. She should have been fired on July 13th. But Stuart, you can't just not give answers. You cannot use lack of protection as an excuse. You have to get to the bottom of this.
We have some reforms to make, I suggest. Senator Marsha Blackburn, thank you very much for being with us today. See you soon.
You got it.
Thank you.